Like any lawn care season, this one has had its ups and downs. In the spring, things were looking great as they often do. The yard was pretty much established, the stripes were looking great with the reel mower, and I was feeling great about the yard overall. Then the end of May hit, the heat hit, the humidity, the extra rain in June, all the fungus that comes along with all those things, and now we're looking at a yard that's a little bit stressed out and one that needs some renovation. So I had a big decision to make when I got my reel mower, and I knew that I was going to have to transform my yard and do some renovation to it. So the time has come for a big decision on that project. I've decided to kill my lawn, but just this little part of it. So earlier in the spring when I started cutting this lower, I mentioned that I wasn't going to try to take care of it too much because of so much traffic from that little shed back there being built. Also has a lot of fescue mixed in, and so I've decided that I'm going to use this little area over here as kind of a test spot for what I might do in my front yard in the future, but let me explain a little more. For the most part here, this thing really still looks pretty good. Now, I've been having a lot of fungus problems and things that I hope to remedy in the future, just with more education on what I need to use, exactly when to use it, how much, those things. But I just can't really justify getting rid of that whole yard right now, and there's a couple reasons for that. So there's kind of two main reasons in my mind right now why I don't want to fully do a renovation on that. One is I'd still like to put in an irrigation system of some kind before I do a complete renovation of that area. I think it's just going to help me succeed a lot more, and it's just going to be more even coverage. My system that I'm using for overseeding has been working perfectly, but I feel like if I'm going to kill the whole thing, I need to make sure that every single area is getting the proper coverage, even coverage. So overall, I'd love to have an irrigation system first. Everybody around here seems to be really booked out, even into next spring, and I'm wanting to do the work here obviously this fall, so I need to plan ahead a little bit more for that. Number two is I have not done a full renovation of any part of my yard for around 5 years. And if you want to check out my Instagram, I posted my whole process of what I did with my backyard about 5 years ago. I knew nothing about lawn care at that time other than how to mow a yard, and that I really liked mowing and I really liked lawn care, but I didn't know exactly how to do a renovation, so I had a company come in, till up the whole ground, do the whole thing. We actually slit seeded at that time, and it didn't go very well because it happened in May. We had kind of a drought that year. Pretty much just crabgrass came in. It was a whole big process. I have it all documented on my Instagram, as I said, if you'd like to check out those photos of kind of how I got to the point where I'm at now. I'd really like to make a video about that at some point, but maybe I'll work on that in the off season. So to elaborate on that number two, I just want a little bit more experience with not only what I want to plant, but also the whole renovation process once more before I go all out on this whole big section. So those are the two things, irrigation, and I want a little bit more experience again on my renovation process. So what I'm going to do with the front yard is I'm going to try to aggressively level it, and a friend of mine is hopefully going to bring in a whole load of topsoil dirt, and we're just going to spread that all out as even as I can. It's going to smother some of the existing grass if I need to get it pretty level, but I'm going to seed over that. And I'm going to be using the ryegrass seed that I've been using the last couple years, the SS9000 mix from Seed Superstore. I've had really good results with it. It's easy to use. You can usually get grass growing in about 4 to 7 days when you'll start to see it pop up, and that's really nice. Last year I was mowing my yard after overseeding around 11 days or so. I'm not sure what's going to happen with that, but I'm going to try to level things out as much as I can with dirt, plant the grass, get that growing, and then we'll see what happens. I know for sure I'm going to be doing sand top dressing maybe later this fall yet if things go well. Otherwise, in multiple applications next year to try to get things level. Now for the other side section and what I plan to do there. As you can see, I had some problems again with fungus, and it kind of took over this area anyway, made my decision a lot easier because I was either going to heavy overseed this and kind of fix all those areas, which I could easily do with ryegrass. If you remember last year, I killed off quite a bit of fescue in the yard. I had spots all over the place, and I seeded those in with ryegrass, filled in nicely, everything looked pretty good. But fungus has been a problem for me, as I mentioned, and I need to get a handle on that for next year. But so here's the big decision on this side yard. I've been thinking about it for quite a while. I'm gonna kill it off very soon here. I was hoping to do it today, but it's too windy. From there, I'm gonna also aggressively try to level out that area to begin with, and since we don't have any grass there to smother or anything once I kill this, it's going to be a little bit easier. I don't have to care about what's going on there at all. So level that, seed in some seed, and that's where the big decision has come in. I've been thinking about it, looking at all your comments on things, talking with people, and I've decided that I wanted to do bluegrass of some kind in there, but I'm just not a very patient person when it comes to bluegrass, and sometimes, just depending on what happens, it can take really a year or more for it to get completely established. But I didn't want to leave out bluegrass completely, so I talked to Drew at Seed Superstore. He's going to make me a little mix of the SS9000 perennial ryegrass mix that I've been using. That should come up a little bit quicker and kind of get established a little bit so I don't have bare ground sitting there. And then he's going to put together a package of some bluegrass for me. It's going to be Midnight, Bewitched, and Award, I believe, are the types. So that's my plan right now. And I know a lot of you are going to say, oh, don't do anything with ryegrass, but I have quite a bit of experience with ryegrass, and I actually prefer it most of the time. If I had the climate for it, I would have an all ryegrass yard right now. I know that it's a little bit more work because it doesn't spread and it doesn't fix itself and all those things, but I don't really mind that because I don't mind the overseeding process and going through that. But I know that from what I'm seeing in my yard right now, bluegrass tends to withstand this extra heat and extreme things going on a little bit better. So I'm going to get those varieties in there, and just depending on what happens, I've had it happen in my backyard before. I had a little bit of ryegrass mixed in originally, and it just died off one winter and it didn't survive, so I ended up with all bluegrass. So maybe that side yard, that'll happen as well. But again, this is a test so that I can see what's going to happen before I do my whole front yard. I don't want to make a decision, do a whole bunch of whole renovation, and then end up not really liking exactly what I did with it, or maybe exactly those exact seed varieties. So that's the plan there. That's kind of why I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm sure some of you are going to tell me that I'm wrong, but that's kind of how YouTube goes down in the comments. So I hope that you'll understand kind of my plan here, and we'll see what happens. I hope you'll stay tuned for it. Thanks so much for watching this one. We'll see you next time.